A vehicle's braking and steering performance is limited entirely on the traction it has with the road. And 100% of this traction or grip is obtained via the tyres. In this training module, we'll demonstrate how to correctly remove and fit a tyre on both standard and alloy rims using a tilt-back machine. Be sure to familiarise yourself with the operation and maintenance instructions of the machine in your workplace before beginning any task. The AS3200 we have uses 4 primary control pedals with separate controls for inflation and the auxiliary drop arm. We will also be using a valve core removal tool, a wheel weight hammer, a knife, a valve installing tool, and some quality tyre fitment paste. Always use an approved paste, as soaps or other lubricants can impact on the integrity of the tyre and the holding strength of the bead. Deflate the tyre by removing the valve core, and then examine both tyre and rim for any damage. If the tyre is to be refitted to the rim after a repair, mark the position of the valve on the tyre with a V. Remove all wheel weights and any excess dirt from the rim. Mount the tyre and wheel assembly in the bead breaker with the face side out. Position the spade as close as possible to the bead and activate by pressing the pedal. This will push the tyre bead from its seat into the rim. Repeat this process in several places around the wheel until the tyre has separated from the rim. Be very aware that tyre pressure monitoring sensors may be fitted to the wheel. Be sure to keep the spade clear of the area around the valve. Turn the assembly through 180 degrees and carry out the same procedure to the inner bead. With the tyre and rim assembly face up, sit and centralise it on the turntable, and then clamp the rim in place using the turntable jaws. Position the valve so it's between 9 and 12 o'clock relative to the tilt arm. At this point, we can apply a small amount of bead paste to help with tyre removal. Press the pedal to move the tilt arm forward. Then use the hand controls to position the drop arm. The drop arm foot should be fairly close to the rim edge, but not touching. We can then lock it in place. It's best practice to rotate the turntable through 360 degrees to ensure that nothing fouls. With one hand, push the bead into the well while placing the tyre lever under the opposite bead with the other. Pull this bead over the foot. Hold the lever in this position and then using the pedal, rotate the turntable clockwise, feeding the bead off the rim. Don't force the tyre off the rim. If it's too tight or becomes jammed, simply reverse the turntable to relieve pressure. Lift the tyre into the well and then, using the lever, lift the inner bead over the foot. Rotate the turntable in a clockwise direction to remove the tyre. Operate the pedal to lay the tilt arm back. If we are refitting a tyre onto the same rim, we can leave the drop arm locked in place. Check the rim for damage and any debris. Then clean as required. Take this opportunity to install a new valve stem with the core removed. If installing a new tyre, inspect the sidewall for correct size and fitment instructions, such as orientation or directional marks. Apply a small quantity of mounting paste to both inner and outer tyre beads. Place the tyre on the outer face of the rim and bring the tilt arm forward. Position the inner bead on the foot's leading edge and then rotate the turntable clockwise, placing firm pressure on the opposite side of the tyre until the bead has fallen into the well. Repeat this process again with the outer bead. However, this time, apply pressure to the tyre wall at the 3 o'clock position. This helps drop the bead into the wheel well. Release the tilt back arm to its rest position. Failing to position the bead into the well while rolling the tyre over the rim can damage the tyre through undue pressure on the bead cords. If refitting the existing tyre, align the V with the valve stem. If a new tyre is being fitted, Align the painted spot in accordance with the tyre manufacturer's recommendations. Release the turntable jaws and inflate the tyre to seat both beads. Be sure to keep hands and fingers away from a seating bead, and when re-inflating, don't exceed the maximum inflation pressure. Reinstall the valve core and inflate the tyre to the required pressure. Perform one last inspection to confirm the tyre is correctly seated on the rim. With the use of modern day equipment, standard tyres can be fitted with safety, speed and ease. When learning this process, take your time, follow these steps and practice.